should help make it look a little bit better for everyone that may watch. One thing I do love about this game over BO6 is just that everything feels a little bit smoother. Uh, it's not anything too groundbreaking over the original BO6. I mean, it's fine. I'm not gonna knock it. I mean, it's only the beta too. So who knows, it may just get better. But so far, I'll probably not be getting this game. I just got a free early access code from the stream, and I might as well try it. After this, though, I may hop over onto Destiny for a little bit, or I may play some Mega Bonk. I want to get some stuff for my sniper. I want to get a red dot, so I can use it on the other sniper, which I may not even end up getting in the end. And, well, I may not end up using. I'll have to see. Because it has a pretty nice hip fire on it, but I want to try to get its rechambering speed up so I can actually fire it at a decent pace. Also need to get some more ammo. 3-shot burst is alright. But I just feel like it doesn't... If I fired a little bit faster, it would probably be fine. But since it doesn't, it kind of makes it feel a little bit sluggish when using, comparative to a lot of the other weapons. And it doesn't really put out the damage that you would expect either.
You take, you pay with your miserable little life. Who wants a piece of me? Let's stab in the oven.
I just go ahead. The Ravengers are also alright. I like them more than dogs. Definitely. Especially from OG BO4 days. But they can get a little bit hectic at times. I feel like sometimes you just can't outrun them even if you have stamina. Like, you literally stop for not even a second and they'll be already on you. And there's just nothing you can do about it besides just sit there and just kind of look at them. Little turrets are really great though for helping out with horde management. If I do a high round on this, I'm definitely going to be doing the trap method though, and I'll probably end up getting a ray gun for the bears. The ray guns have proven to be pretty good for those. Either that, or I'll get the other sniper going with blast furnace. Get it up. The one good thing about the bears is that their health doesn't scale as high with the rounds, but they are just crazy when it comes to how fast they move, though. Their speed scales way too quickly with it. And they end up having the same issues as the Ravengers. And it's honestly a little bit awful when that happens, because I'm just sitting there like, well, what else am I supposed to do now?
Papa's got a new favorite toy.
I haven't really tested to see how much overpin I get with the sniper here with the 3 round burst. The other one, I know I can get at least 3 to 4 at a time if I do it right, but this one I'm not quite too sure. This one also has just like a really bad uh has a really bad spread for hip firing, so you can't really go like that. I mean you could, but doing so probably is just not gonna be the best. Here, let me one thing I do need to check real quickly is my tacticals. I don't remember what all those are. Okay, actually, I forgot. I need to keep that as the other one so I can swap my weapons. Okay, now I can swap my weapons much easier. It's not that it doesn't do like decent damage. I'm sure this thing could actually probably pump out a good amount in a short amount of time, especially if it had a faster fire rate. Uh,
Who's laughing now?
Let me see what a let me see how much double tap helps with it.
It's official. This place nuked my taste
It's
buds.
not the crypt I'm really having an issue with at the moment. Okay, double tap improves that quite a good bit actually. I'll see what I get off my flavor hex.
Tastes like a pan of
Eh,
fart.
I will I'll definitely take that. Free gift cards never hurt anyone.
Not messing about now.
Let me see. I'll upgrade rarity real quickly. And then I'll get some more perks.
Oh, hits the palate like a rusty knife.
Now, some people may be like, well, why would you not want stamina up over any of these five? And I just feel like for survival reasons, these five help the most. Quick revive, since it's gotten its update to where it helps you regen health faster, is just really nice. Double tap, I don't need to explain that, as I've already shown. It just helps you fire way faster, which will help keep you alive. Jug's great for the extra HP, especially with how hectic it can get super quickly. Speed Cola makes that reload 10 times faster. It feels like it's not actually, but when you're as impatient as I am, it helps a lot. Dead shot, critical hits, when you're using a sniper, even though I have really poor aim, it'll help a lot if I do actually hit those. Especially once the special zombie comes out, or I believe it's classified as an elite. Yeah, because the special comes later on round 40. Round 40 or around round 40. I will give it this. The sniper does do a decent amount of damage, just even on chest. Also, I believe the exfil is bugged at the moment. Because when I was doing it earlier, it wasn't allowing me to go ahead and actually leave. What I will do real quickly is grab some armor real quickly. At least tier 2.
I don't like to miss.
Grab this double points real quickly so I can get more off the bonus. This may not be bad to hip fire when you're like close range. It may not be bad, especially if you get the mic all together. There might be some merit to it, but not a whole lot. I haven't gotten a random perk yet. That's just a normal drop. Death perception. It's alright. One good thing about the random perk that they've changed is that it doesn't raise the prices of the perks whenever it does give it to you, which is super nice, especially if it was one you didn't want. If I have a Casimir, I'll end up showing off a funny little interaction with these guys in the Casimir. with just how their models interact with it once they get sucked in. It's quite funny. Uh, I'll go ahead and get stamina up. Having the extra speed is not gonna hurt. Throw that out. Let my point turret go ahead and get some kills going. Ooh. A little. Might as well take advantage of them all being right there on each other. It does seem to have a pretty wild spread though on it. I don't know if maybe I could get that down some more with some hip firing stuff and get like a laser on it. I'm sure I could, and this thing honestly could probably be pretty decent. I'm definitely would take advantage of it if you're going to right now during this weekend, if you're in the early access, because we have a double XP for both leveling and for weapons activated. So it'll help you grind up these weapons for later on whenever we get our next level bump when you want to grind. If you're interested in doing that, that is. Unless you're just doing what I'm doing and just checking out the beta since you were given a free early access code. Or just checking out the beta in general. Those guys that hang actually are alive sometimes. You can get some free points off them. It's quite nice. It does have a pretty nice penetration off of the shot. Kind of makes this thing pretty decent with dealing with large hordes. Spread almost kind of helps it since it can go and spread off and hit multiple at a time. Sorry about that. I had to take a call real quickly. I am back. I think this sniper has some real potential to be a really decent weapon, actually. The more and more I'm using it. Mainly as a elite special killer, because I didn't realize that I was going to kill that bear that fast. But it almost killed it with a full mag. And that was with me, like, messing up my aim immensely.
Point turret deployed.
Go ahead and pop this so I can buy some more ammo.
No problem. Healing.
As long as you can actually like land some shots on it, it's not too awful. Biggest thing I'm having an issue with dealing with is the zombies with it, which is more of just a skill issue on my end. However, I'm still. This map isn't bad, but I do feel like some obstacles are just thrown in the way. Like this was added today, and it kind of sucks that they just kind of threw in some extra obstacles just because they wanted to probably add some more flair so it didn't feel as empty. But I feel like the emptiness honestly was really good for it. With the emptiness, it allowed for way smoother movement when training because you can't really train up at the house.
Just toss them all in the same
It
hole.
really is hard to do that because of just how many spawn there. You can camp up by the Wonder Fizz, but that's really hard to do as well unless you have the ray gun, and even then you need like multiple people there, almost like if you were camping like you would normally with either the jet gun in BO6 or in BO3 when you had the bows, when you can camp that way. Go ahead and grab some armor off the ground real quickly. I'm actually doing pretty well with it.
Applying stim shots.
Keep on using the wrong one there. I keep wanting to throw out my point turret. Point turret is excellent for this because of the fact that it does scale like all your other lethals. And it allows for you to get some extra kills and extra like zone control, especially when running around killing hordes. The only issue I'm really having with the sniper so far is just its ammo. Ammo's really tight with it.
Yeah, yeah. This is almost unfair.
It is hitting though still pretty nicely. It is a pack 3, but it's only blue. We're on wave 22. But it's still just one-shotting to the chest, and with the Pierce, you can clear out so many with that time. Try to take advantage of this double points as much as I can. This is why I wish I had a red dot for this right about now. Be really, really nice. And then here I'll get the purple. Napalm Burst is effective against the bear. It increases your damage, like Deadwire will against the Doppelgas. And we had to do a little bit of testing to figure out which one it was going to be. I figured it was going to be Napalm, but we wanted to test just to make sure. Okay. See a point turret there. Pop that. Go ahead and plate up. It's not bad though. I am enjoying it quite a bit. Go and get some more ammo for this. I didn't think this was gonna be super good because when I played with it once before, it wasn't awful, but it just wasn't hitting like I wanted to. But I was also way further in the rounds than I am now, and I had it as a way lower pack. But I may go ahead and try excelling on this next one. Like I said last time, it was bugged and it let me do it when I was playing with someone else, but I'll see if that's just it may just be a multiplayer bug or has an issue with it. This trap is really nice, especially later on, because you can actually make a profit off of it on normal rounds. You make enough where you are able to do that. A point gun. Around 26, I should be able to get out of here. It's not bad. Ray guns do chunk them down way faster. Ooh. May not been the best bet to try there. While that goes off, I'm going to go ahead and try to go ahead and grab a napalm. This is a death wish. Be careful when using these point turrets, though. When you shoot them, you can destroy them, and so when you're using like anything with splash damage, like example would be like the ray gun, you can actually go and destroy it really easily. And so if you have yourself set up camping up top, and you have like the point turrets that kind of help out a little bit, you can really get yourself into a tough situation with that if you try using them. You're only able to have two out as well, so be mindful of that. If you try using any more than two of the point turrets, it'll just destroy one, and it'll just take the place of the one that it destroyed. Okay, exfil time. I'll see if I can. This isn't too bad though. I think that's what went wrong last time. It didn't actually spawn in the bear HVT. So be mindful of that. That may be an issue that actually happens if you aren't careful. Then we got all those. I don't know why this happens. Every once in a while it gets a little bit crunchy when I get into the menu for a little bit. This is the one I was talking about. Getting like a light bolt for. Getting like an LED. But I may go ahead and try actually getting this going. Especially if I can get a I'll put on that pin damage. I'll see if I can get some extra penetration going. We'll do that. Get that. And then the rear grip. That may actually be pretty nice. I'll get rid of the barrel. The only one that's really good is this Revolution barrel, because that'll actually give an increase to your headshot damage. Do a little bit of customization to this real quickly. Throw on some decals. So what I may do is do a hidden power here. Do a gift card. Raindrops is alright. Probably just do a flavor hex, see if I can get another gift card. I'm doing near death because if it works anything like BO6, you can actually use it to revive yourself. So if I know I'm going to die, I can pop that and then I can revive myself and it will let me keep my perks. It should at least. Should be very nice. We'll do another round of it real quickly and I'll try it out again. I hope everything on the stream's looking fine. I not really looking at it too much. I have my film center up on the side. Should hopefully not be too bad though, I would hope. Still has a really bad aim down sight speed, so maybe I can get a stock for that to help with it. Here's to hoping at least. Okay. We got power up now. Go ahead and pop my hidden power on this. I'll go ahead and get my perks as well. Heal up a little bit. Throw that down. We got a new perk with this Black Ops as well. It's called Wisp T. You get this little wisp guy. He'll follow you around and he'll go onto zombies. And I believe he slows them down a little bit, but he's mainly there to help do some extra like tick damage. I'm sorry if I go a little bit quiet at times. Sometimes I'm just trying to concentrate a little bit, and I kind of just zone in. But so far, I mean, I'm really starting to like the sniper a lot, especially since I can go ahead and the burst fire helps me clear out multiple at a time, which is usually the biggest issue with snipers. Usually, since they're only like a one shot, you have to really rely on the overpin. But since you don't gotta worry about it as much, that you're hitting multiple targets, it makes it a little bit better. I usually play on controller, so my movements may seem a little bit weird. I'm trying to play on keyboard and mouse right now because I want to just try to get a little bit better with it, and I feel like it's slightly smoother doing it that way. Flavor hex. Let's see what I'll get from that. Hopefully something good. They also reduce the amount of time that it actually takes. Raindrops, not bad. Okay, and with the double points, I wonder if I actually get double points off my gift card. No, it's not affected by it. Okay. That's still pretty cool, though. At tier 2. The armor system is like it's been since MW3. And it's alright. I've never been the greatest fan of it since it just is their way of being able to make the zombies AI a little bit more chaotic, but with it, it proves that you're gonna take some hits every once in a while. That's not to say I hate it completely, though. Uh, I do see the merits in it, and it's definitely a system that can be really fun to play with. However, since zombies hits can scale in the amount of damage they deal, it just doesn't feel good later on. Because the thing is that when they're doing like 100 damage per hit, then you are just going down to a 3 hit system even with Jug, no matter if you have it upgraded or not. In which you will be able to upgrade it with the augment, because they've already said that we're going to keep all of our old augments for these perks. But one big thing that we're going to be able to do is
That's an improvement.
go ahead and get an extra miner, they said, one way, and we'll be able to get some new augments as well. I'm not sure if they actually will carry it over, though, progression wise, or if let's start over. It would make sense if we have to start over, but I'm not quite too sure. I'll take a guess that that is just going to be how it is.
Grabby little fuckers.
Let's see, get some eliminations going. Level 19. One good thing about the double XP is that we're able to get a lot of the attachments pretty quickly for these weapons to test them all out, which is very nice of Treyarch to do.
That sent a message.
They don't always land right on cue and stuff with what they do. Some of their decisions that they have happened, but this is one of the good ones. They also went and nerfed the ARC XDs because now you are unable to do anything really with them, because if a zombie gets onto it, then it just immediately blows up and you can't face it towards the wall like we used to be able to do like infinite damage. But one thing you can do on this map is if you trigger the trap and you use the Arc XD, you can drive it into the middle of it, and you can use that to melt the waves pretty quickly if you do it that way, and you get enough scrap from it. I'll need to go ahead and actually get set up for the bear, so I can see just how well this actually does. Because if I go down here, I can get napalm. I can see how quickly this thing actually will shred the bear.
Applying stim shot.
Later on, I would recommend spending money on these point turrets, definitely. Especially since we don't have any other kill streaks besides the Arc XD at the moment. Because the Mangler arm is too high of a level. And it's the only one I think I've seen so far besides the Arc XD. I could be completely wrong though. If anyone ever wants to fact check me on that, then that's totally fine. Aesthetically, the skybox, just the terrain and everything looks really good. Some of it, of course, like texture wise, like it has issues loading it in. It seems sometimes when it's a little bit further away, which a lot of games do. They go and deload a lot of textures whenever you're farther away to help save on VRAM and make everything a little bit easier on your PC. But sometimes, like, you're still close enough and it still just shits the bed.
Beat down on demand.
All ground. The Saw Trap should last during the whole of these beginning rounds, just because of the fact that there's not that many zombies that can just pull them so quickly. But later on, you may need to use it one, two times, maybe even three. It's definitely a strat for getting to wait around 50 if you want to go ahead and do that for the Dark Ops calling card. But there is no round 100, I believe.
Today's special. Hot lead. Extra spicy.
It's just kind of the same old zombies, though. I mean, if you enjoy just killing a bunch of zombies, going around and around, trying to see how far you can go, I mean, this is definitely it. I feel like, I feel like a lot of people are gonna play this during this beta, of course, especially just to like get a feel for how the zombies is gonna be like whenever it drops within like a month.
Point turret installed.
I've used the melee weapon a little bit in zombies as well, the flatline, and it's fine. The thing is that it just doesn't really have like a lot of lunge range, so you're having to get up in there. And since we don't have any of our augments, melee just isn't that good at the moment, and you can't really use it against any of the. You could use it against the Doppelgas probably for melting it, but it's definitely not going to be good against the bear because the bear just does so much damage. And while I said it doesn't scale up its health too much, the speed definitely goes up, and it definitely does a little bit more damage once you get higher up. So you will have to go and keep an eye out for that.
Just a walk in the park.
Aesthetically, this map is very beautiful. I heard the bear. I heard the roar. I'm pretty sure. I could be going crazy. I may just be going crazy. I could have swore I heard the bear. I guess I'm just going crazy. I thought it was, but I guess it wasn't. I think the only thing I have an issue with is the for the visuals. Like I said before, the textures sometimes don't do very well, and every once in a while you'll actually see them tear.
Welcome to the team, you smelly bastard. Fuck, I hate crowds.
Like I'm all the way over here by the semi truck, right? And that stuff should not be messing up at all.
You're damn right. I poked the bear.
I just saw one burst the bear from hitting its crit. It is a pack 2, legendary. I'm on round 16. I know it's doing way more damage than is necessary at the moment, but that's still pretty impressive. Because the bear is pretty beefy, all things considered, no matter what of them. Pretty good, pretty good. Keep this up, I'll be able to get a tier 3 pack. I think I'll probably go ahead and exfil on this next exfil point. You can stand there, you can stand right here for this trap, and it will bring them over. If you're in their way of getting to the trap, they will just lock onto you over the trap. But standing right here will allow them to go and run straight over to it for the most part. The trap does do damage when you run into it. It's not a lot, but it's definitely not something you want to just be sitting there bumping into, especially when you're already on low HP. Some long swings on ya fellas. 23. It was 28. I believe was the fast fire one. One bad thing about speed is that speed is really good still. I mean, it gives you faster reload speed, but it's not super duper fast reload speed. So if you're not running like a speed mag or a normal mag, you will definitely feel the effects from it. Oh, I actually have enough to get tier 3 right now, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that.
When you've got the right tools, nothing seems like work.
That point turret out. That was a bad time to go and slide. It's not awful damage, especially since it is over penetrating and getting a good amount of damage done because of it. Go ahead and grab some of these plates real quickly. Plate up. I haven't really used the 2-barrel semi-auto yet. Or the double barrel semi-auto for the Echo, but it seems like it is about as good as they usually are. Not anything too special, but I could be completely wrong. You know, different ammo types and attachments can make a gun great, and sometimes a gun is just so down bad for any type of damage that it just kind of sucks no matter what you do. Because I mean, even if you make it fire faster and do all that, if it's doing no damage, then you're just doing no damage faster, and it just kind of sucks at that point. So I can put out the same like fire rate for a higher DPS.
Enough! Let's go to Earth.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for that run. I know I'm not going super high. I just
Anyone need a fur coat for their car?
this thing might be a little bit broken for dealing with those things. Jesus Christ.